Alright, hello, it is that Will guy again. And it feels great to be out on the Triumph today. Today is the Thursday, the 8th of August, 2024. And I haven't ridden in like over a month. Look at that. Look at that. Whole of the day. There's been a lot of those. We had a big storm at like the big bad wolf knocked down knocked down all sorts of walls. But yeah, so it's been about a month since I've ridden due to summer being just real hot, some health issues and trips and stuff. I just have not been able to get out on any of the bikes and stuff at work today. Wrapped up a little bit early. And the high today is only 100, which is what it is right now. So I thought, hey, let's go out on the old little mental health loop here. Make sure everything is in order with the Triumph. Because it's been a little bit. Yeah. Just want to enjoy this cooler day. I say cooler day and it's still 100 degrees. That's how you know I live in the desert. It's a Jimny. I didn't know you could get those here. I thought they were illegal. Because they do too poorly in crashes. Oh, the road's closed. I'm local traffic. So the last time that I rode was, yeah, God, it's been about a month. There's just been July. Not going to be too negative here, but July was kind of a rough month, man. But I also haven't ridden because, man, it was July in the desert. It's actually a cool day today at only 100. So going out in the middle of the day is still not like super advised, but you can do it. As opposed to when it's like 115 and then, you're not going anywhere. You don't want to go anywhere. But I thought I'd hit on this mental health loop, hit the Sonoran Desert Trail, to kind of take the long way there, and just kind of give a little bit of updates, life updates. There's alligators in that water. You guys know that? That's why you can't go swimming in it. There's an alligator infestation. This is a cool park. I walk all this. I do this park a lot when it's nicer out. Like to take my doggies on it. It's pretty scenic for middle of the frickin' city. I'll tell you, in the morning when you like get across that hill and you see the sun rising out this way, man, it is beautiful. But yeah, so what else have we been up to? Besides just fucking rotting in the sun. Well, my wife and I and her best friend and his significant other, we went to Costa Rica. I'll tell you more about that after this. Oh, just kidding. Turn green right meow. So yeah, we went to Costa Rica. That was my first time traveling internationally. And it was a lot of fun. Oh, what the fuck? It was quite an adventure. That's for sure. Having never traveled internationally before, it was really cool. We went to this city. Town would probably be more appropriate. This town called Nosara. Don't run me over, sir! Oh no! Well, they're doing like the fucking sewer or some shit, huh? So anyway, we went to this town called Nosara. It's on the southwest, like middle of Costa Rica. It's on the ocean. We went to an Airbnb there. It was beautiful. Beautiful rainforest. The wildlife was insane. I had never been in the Pacific Ocean. Now I have been. Overall, it was a very cool experience. A lot of differences between here and there, obviously. I'd say overall, the vibe in Costa Rica is chill AF. They are just taking their time with stuff, enjoying life. Everything's a lot slower, which, being in a very large city, nobody goes slow here, so it was a very nice change of pace. The fast roads, I say fast in like heavy quotation marks, they were 2-lane roads. These are the paved roads. 2 lanes, 80 kilometers an hour was the speed limit. So for my fellow Americans who use the Freedom units, that's 50 miles an hour. In Phoenix, as you just saw, we just passed the speed limit sign. Normal city streets are 45. There's no highways in Costa Rica, not like there are in this country. You're driving through the forest, and if you are outside of any major population area, you are going to be off-road. And let me tell you, I was driving for a good, to at least get to Nosara from the airport, which was about a 2-hour drive. Turned into like an 8-hour drive. We were on a Nissan Kick, so like a subcompact SUV. Now let me tell you, I've taken a Nissan Kick places where Jeep bros don't take their Jeeps. But hey, it's all in the name of adventure, right? And it was quite an adventure. The weirdest part about Costa Rica by far, at least where we were at, you're not allowed to flush your toilet paper. I know, let that sink in. It was weird for me too. I thought it was I don't know what I thought it was. I thought it was like a joke, maybe. But yeah, you're not allowed to flush your toilet paper because they have septic systems. And I guess they're like not that good. And I have to think where we were at, it would be like really hard to get like one of those big pump trucks up. we were basically like on the side of this mountain in the rainforest where just really tight switchbacks, not all paved. Just the infrastructure there is way different than here. So you gotta take your dookie and you gotta put your toilet paper in the goddamn trash can like you would your doggy waste if you're at like a park or something. So that was a little that took a little getting used to, but that was really cool. There was a family of howler monkeys that were like right next to where we were staying, and let me tell you, that shit was fucking cool. Just a freaking like monkeys just hanging out, just eating all the fruit and stuff in the trees, and they didn't give a shit about us, but it was really cool to watch them. There aren't monkeys in Arizona, or any in the United States for that matter, that aren't in zoos. So just to see them in their natural habitat was a very cool experience. There was just so much wildlife. It was everywhere. A lot of bugs. Obviously, it's a rainforest. We saw some iguanas, which was kind of neat. Some monkeys. Like a crazy amount of butterflies. Like a whole bunch of different colors and species, which was pretty cool. It was just so alive. The whole place is just teeming with life. Whereas here, you know, it's a desert, so there's life, but it's sparse. The way sparse. But overall, very, very cool experience. Would I go to Costa Rica again? I don't think so. It was very expensive for, we'll say, a second world country. It was more expensive than Phoenix for dining and stuff. I guess a lot of stuff there is imported, you know, so you got to pay, you know, you end up paying for it on our end as the consumer. But don't think I'd go back, but doesn't mean it was bad. Just if I'm going to spend the money going somewhere internationally, I'd want to try new places, you know. I'd want to keep trying something new. Plumber's crack! Man, it feels good to be out on a motorcycle again. You know, I'm really glad that I have banked up the videos that I did, because, man, I got about 4 videos left in the bank before I was all caught up, and I try to give a concerted effort to make, to be way ahead of schedule, because I knew that come summer, riding was going to get more scarce because of the heat. And I'll tell you, the heat has not disappointed. It has been here, and man, real fucking hot. It's crazy because Las Vegas has been hotter than Phoenix this year, which is kind of crazy. Not overall, but it's had hotter days. There was one day, I think it was in June, where the ambient air temperature was 120, which is a little bit crazy. The ambient air here hasn't been quite that hot. I don't think we've gone over like 117, but let me tell you, when it's that hot, nobody's having a good time. What's crazy is there's still people that riding that shit out here. I just don't know how. I would fucking, like, especially if I was commuting, you can't even get away in the morning because it'll be over 100 before 8 a.m. So, you know, it's 100 right now. Like, I'm sweating. But it's like, I don't know, I don't want to get to work, you know, like, fucking sweaty and shit. You know, like, I got this thing where I don't want to smell bad, and I'd be afraid I'd smell. I don't know, I guess there's just people who are, like, just way tougher than me, you know? One of the really cool things about Costa Rica was how, like, everybody had a fucking motorcycle. They were all these, like, 200 and 250 cc's. I saw a couple CRF 300s. I saw one Royal Enfield Himalaya, the 410. And then a lot of Chinese single cylinder, like 250 dual sports, which was really, really cool. It's crazy. I saw one Harley, one GS, and obviously the Harley and the GS were not on the off-road parts, but all the little local bikes, all the little ones were. And I saw a previous gen, I guess we had Gen 2, KLR on the dirt roads, and it looked so big and massive. I mean, again, they're big roads. They're 2-lane. This is their fast roads. They're this size. So, you know, a KLR on these, like, trails off-road was just like, wow, what is he doing here? But they just go crazy, man. They're so fast. Like, it's so crazy to see, like, how in America you gotta have a big CC bike. Like, you can't have just a CRF 300. You know, you can't. You can't. It's too small. You gotta have something that can do highway, that can do faster speeds. But they don't go over 60 miles an hour. Like, God, it's be perfect for a little bike, and that's what they all have. It's wild. One of those so different things. Like, this bike, you couldn't do it. You couldn't have this bike there. Because you couldn't take it all the places that you would have to go, especially if you had to go, like, in between cities. You know, this bike is not at all off-road oriented at all. And is too big and too heavy. I saw like one full-sized Ram 1500, and it just seemed like it was so massive and so out of place. Just totally different. Obviously, I mean, it's not this country, but it was quite an experience. If you haven't ever traveled internationally and you get the point where you can, you really I highly recommend it. I love how vast and how much differences there is in America, but there really is no different. There's no comparing to leaving and seeing how a completely foreign country does it. It really opens your eyes to shit. I feel like it's very good for the soul, perhaps. Helps put things in perspective, that's for sure. Dang, I knew they were doing construction on this road, but I didn't know it was quite so constricted. Oh well. That just means we're on the bike longer. And that's a win. For me, anyway. Big boy. Look at that Miata. Hell yeah. I think I say in every video where I ride this triple, but man, I love this engine. It is so much fun. The biggest gripe I have about it is the windscreen, which I replaced, but still I get buffeted to shit. I just don't know. I don't know how manufacturers can make like these all-rounder, semi-touring bikes and not figure out how to make a goddamn windscreen for them that works. It doesn't buff it. I just don't understand how they don't do this. First world problems. There's too much wind on my motorcycle. Yeah. Uh-oh. Somebody's having a bad day. About to pull a sick wheelie right in front of this cop. See, it's a joke because I don't know how to wheelie. Green light, please. Green light, please. What the fuck? What the fuck? What? Well, friends, bros, broettes, I think that's going to go ahead and do it for this video. My mental health loop is almost completed. And, oh, there's an Africa Twin. I see that guy there before. He must work there. So, yeah, that's going to go ahead and do it for today's video. Getting back on the bike for the first time in a month. Boy, it feels good, even though it's a little bit toasty. So, if you have made it this far, I appreciate you. If not, if you didn't make it this far, you suck. But, yeah, if you made it this far, like the video, my random ramblings, and all the other bullshit that's going on, hit that subscribe button. And, as always, if you like the video, please like the video. So one day, I can be an influencer. That's a joke, by the way. I think that shit's, like, stupid. Anyway, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye!